I'll wait a few minutes for you guys to come in. Phone crashed. Okay, you guys found your way back. Yeah, this thing always crashing like every single week. I don't know what is like. I don't know why it does that. I'll start in like 30 seconds. I didn't even plan for this to be a long live or nothing. We're back. Yes, we're back. Okay, let's start again. That thou shalt bring them to confusion, and their mother to a spoil, that there may be no offspring of them. Let them be scattered abroad among the heathen. Let their names be put out of the earth, for they have despised my covenant. Woe be unto thee, Ashur, thou that hidest the unrighteous in thee. O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah, whose land lieth in clods of pitch and heaps of ashes. Even so also will I do unto them that hear me not, saith the Almighty Lord. Thus saith the Lord unto Esdras, tell my people that I would give them the kingdom of Jerusalem, which I would have given unto Israel. The glory also will I take unto me, and give thee the everlasting tabernacles which I had prepared for them. So my question is, according to the book Remembrance, right? Solomon, he was this bad guy because, he had Israel prosper among the other nations, his quote unquote neighbors, right? But what is it saying here in Second Esdras? That, the Lord God, right? That Matzah would have given us everything, right? He would have given us everything. Like, that's why I'm just confused, bro. I'm confused about that. Anyway, their glory also will I take unto me, and give thee the everlasting tabernacles which I had prepared for them. They shall have the tree of life for an ointment of sweet savor. They shall neither labor nor be weary. Go, and ye shall receive. Pray for few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. Take heaven and earth to witness, for I have broken the evil in pieces, and created the good. For I live, saith the Lord. Mother, embrace thy children, bring them up with gladness. Make their feet as fast as a pillar, for I have chosen thee, saith the Lord. And those that be dead will I raise up again from their places, and bring them out of the graves, for I have known my name in Israel. I was watching Kurt Mayo's video yesterday, and he was talking about how the New Testament talks about zombies and stuff like that. Okay, well, it's the Apocrypha too. Listen, guys, these people, man, and listen, Kurt Mayo's videos, they're good. They're good. I watch them. They're good, right? It's good research. I don't agree with the conclusions, but they're good research. Um, it's really easy to disprove the Torah. If you wanted to say that the Gentiles wrote the Torah, that the Egyptians wrote the Torah, that the Canaanites wrote the Torah, you could do that. I can do that. But what? You decide to believe in it, right? And that's what it's about. People are just going to decide to believe what they want to believe. The Moors, the Moabites, they say, oh, there was no nation of Israel. They were all Moab, right? There was no Torah. The Torah is based on the Canaanite laws, and Aaron, the law in Leviticus. A lot of the laws are based on Hammurabi's code. I can go through the whole thing if I wanted to. But why are people picking on the New Testament? Why are people picking on the Messiah, the concept of the Messiah? Why? It's easy to disprove the Torah. It's not hard, because the same way how stuff was copied over, supposedly copied over from Egypt to the New Testament, things were copied over from the Babylonians to the Torah. So I don't want to hear that. People come on my channel like Jesus was fake. Yeah, Jesus was fake. The Messiah was not fake. Do not bring that bullshit to me. Anyway, for thy help will I send my servants Esau and Jeremy. I don't think it's talking about the first Esau, like Esau and Jacob, but after whose counsel I have sanctified and prepared for the 12 trees laden with diverse fruits, and as many fountains flowing with milk and honey, and 7 mighty mountains, whereupon there grow roses and lilies, whereby I will fill thy children with joy. There's that 7 mountains again. Now, wasn't Shambhala on 7 mountains too? That's interesting. I have to look into that. I never actually noticed that scripture said that. Do right to the widow, judge for the fatherless, give to the poor, defend the orphan, clothe the naked, heal the broken. So he's telling them to do all these righteous things, right? Let me skip down. Nurse thy children, O thou good nurse, establish their feet. As for the servants whom I have given thee. So he gave us, like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Now, it's not talking about cattle servants. It's not talking about no wickedness like that. No, these are people who are, you could call them butlers or maids and stuff. These are paid, quote unquote, servants, right? They're paid. They're not doing anything they don't want to do, right? Let me see. Let me go back to that. I just lost my place. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. Be joyful, O thy mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, saith the Lord. Remember thy children that sleep, for I shall bring them out of the sides of the earth, and show mercy unto them, for I am merciful, saith the Lord Almighty. That's what's in store for us, guys. When you have elders like ours and grow up listening and learning the knowledge, you would think Star Wars and Star Trek was absolutely normal. What do you mean elders like ours? I don't. What do you mean? I don't know what that means. But let me keep reading. Embrace thy children until I come and show mercy unto them, for my wells run over, and my grace shall not fail. I, Ezra, received a charge of the Lord upon the Mount Oreb, that I should go unto Israel. But when I came unto them, they set me at naught, and despised the commandment of the Lord. And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd, and he shall give you everlasting rest, for he is nigh at hand, that shall come out of the end of the world. Be ready to reward the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. Flee the shadow of this world, receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly. O receive the gift that is given you, and be glad, giving thanks unto him that hath led you to the heavenly kingdom. Arise and stand. Behold the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord. Do you guys see that? Arise and stand. Behold the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord. We are already sealed. We are already sealed. Let's go to Revelation chapter 7. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 quarters of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw other angels ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. Let's read that one more time. Arise up and stand. Behold the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord. Sealed, we are already sealed. We're already sealed. And it's the children of Israel who are receiving a seal, not everyone else. That's why the other nations have to cleave to the house of Israel. That's how it works. Take thy number, O Zion. Shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have received the law of the Lord. All right, hold on. I got y'all. And after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and peoples and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands, and cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our God, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. So those are the white robes. Those are the white robes. We are the white robes. And everyone else who got scattered to the four corners, they're still the children of Israel. They're not the Gentiles. The Gentiles can cleave to the children of Israel and receive salvation. Let me see. There was one other. I just thought about it. I can't remember. There's something else that I was supposed to get. That was right. Thank you. Give me 1 second. Oh, I can't remember. Where was it? 1 second, guys. Remember, you can on the earth plane with a mark, a seal on your forehead to receive his commandments directly. Keys, page 319. Thank you for that precept, bro. Oh man, I can't remember, bro. I might have to just let you guys look for it. I know it's in chapter 4 of First Aki, but pretty much with the element of the palm tree, it has the ability, it was given the feeling to allow you to feel keys 309. Oh, my bad. Not page. It was the key, it's key 319, not page. But I think the palm tree, it said it in the 4th chapter because that is what Moses' staff was. It was made out of a palm tree, right? Or a date tree. Was it a date tree? I forgot what it was called, bro. But it says that it pretty much has the ability to let someone feel connected with their celestial ancestry, right? The reason why they're all different nations and kindreds and tongues is because they were scattered, right? They don't know they're Israel. They got scattered. They look like everyone else, but they're brought back after they were scattered among the heathen. They were mixing among the heathen. Now they are brought back, right? And they remember who they are, and they're given white robes and palms so that they can remember who they are. See, that's why you need, these books are important, going precept upon precept, right? So these are Israelites. These are Israelites. Israel has a higher spiritual capacity. Exactly. We definitely do. And that's obvious with just how we break down the scriptures. When I listen to Gentiles break down the scriptures, I cringe, bro. If they were correct about what they were saying, then it would be like, okay, cool. But they're not. Like their breakdowns are always so like bad, bro. connected. Ta nim mahuta. What does that mean, bro? Hi there. Nice to see that you make streams, man. The Phoenicians used to value the palm tree very much. In fact, most of their culture was based on it. They related the palm tree with the tree of life. Interesting, bro. Interesting. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. That's interesting. Let me see. The number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord that thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed. So it's the people who have been called from the beginning. So why do you think the Catholic Church, took this out? Because talking about the children of Israel. Page 153. Okay, let me go. What do you want me to read on it, bro? What do you want me to read on it, bro? The precept you're looking for is on page 153. Well, remember, I'm in Aki. I mean, not Aki. I'm in Brother Jared, so we have different page numbers. Just tell me the chapter and verse. Ezekiel 9, verse 4 had Mark. Let me see that. Let me see. Ezekiel. You said 9, verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Whoa. Damn. Thank you for sharing that. That's fire. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That's fire. Thank you for sharing that, sister. Oh man. Preordained and chosen before the foundations of the earth. Exactly. We've been chosen. That's why it says if you want to get saved, cling to the contract people, right? The contract people. Abdullah, I can't look at that because I have to go out of the live stream. Let me see. Let me finish reading this. I can't because I have to leave the live stream. Cause I'm live streaming on my phone. Let me see. Take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord. And again, when it's go to Revelation, right? It's talking about all the people clothed in white. It's talking about the Israelites who got scattered and are being brought back. That's why the Catholic Church took this out of the scriptures. That's why. And the number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord, that thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed, which have been called from the beginning, not during the Christian age, not during when Paul was teaching everyone. No, from the beginning. From the beginning, right? If you're following people who are from the beginning, okay, cool. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord of songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. Now this, Yeah, and this doesn't mean that the Messiah was he was he was this, like he was taller than everyone else while he was on this earth. He could have been, but it's not talking about his literal fleshly body, right?
Yeah, I think it means spirit or something.
Yeah, it's him in spirit form. So I asked the angel and said, "What are these?" And he answered and said unto me, "These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and have put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of God. Now are they crowned and receive palms." And I said unto the angel, "What young person is it that crowneth them, and giveth them palms in their hands?" And he answered and said unto me, "It is the Son of God, whom they have confessed in the world. And began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. Then the angel said unto me, Go thy way, and tell my people what manner of things, and how great wonders of the Lord thy God thou hast seen." Do you guys believe the earth is not a globe, and that it is the center of the universe? I believe that. I believe it. I don't believe the earth is a globe. It doesn't make sense that we would be able to see the same stars every single day that our ancestors have seen. Like, that doesn't make sense. I'm not saying it's flat. I'm just saying it's not a ball, right? It's definitely not a ball. That's all I'm saying.
What did our ancestors say?
Our ancestors pretty much said it was a plane of some sort. I don't know what that plane looks like, but it's not a ball. It's just not. It's like a pyramid almost. Like, that's kind of how it was, like a step pyramid. That's how the Earth kind of looks. Because in order for there to be a center, then it can't be a ball, right? It's just not possible. So I think I'm done with all the precepts that I had, guys. Pretty much what I wanted to touch on, and give praise to the Most High for bringing our people back, right? Bring our people back, our people. Nah, bro, not preordained before the foundation of the earth. That's why I say our elders remember the days of darkness and red days before sunlight was brought back. Matua Kori, the first father, before day zero, are not preordained before the foundation of the earth. Well, not everyone is. He's talking about a certain sect of people, right? When he's talking about people are preordained before the earth and stuff like that, it's talking about a certain sect of the children of Israel. Not all the children of Israel are all righteous, right? They're not all like you know, the angels of old. Some of them are new creations, right? So that's not necessarily talking about every single last one, I don't think. I'm still open to think of other potential shapes of the earth, but for the moment, I think it's a globe. When you see a lunar eclipse, you can see the round shape of the earth covering the moon. Well, I think there's some sort of roundness to the earth. I just don't think it's a globe, like a ball. Because in order for that to be the case, then everything needs to spin at the exact same time. That's just no, like no. That doesn't make sense. Everything is spinning at the exact same speed. We do you know how fast we would be spinning if we were on their globe model? The stars would have to spin at the exact same speed that we're moving. The stars aren't, they're not doing all that. So I don't know about that. It's weird, bro. But I think there's some sort of a curvature to the earth. There definitely is. I just don't say that it's a ball. It's not a ball, bro. Not to me, at least. You know. But as you said, anything is possible. Keep looking. It's an egg shape on a 45-degree. I mean, that's still a ball. An egg is still a round, uh, structure. So I'm not really sure what the Earth looks like. I'm not gonna pretend like I know what it looks like. But I don't think there's a bottom part to it. Like, I don't think the sun is literally going underneath the Earth. Like that's not what my ancestors thought of the earth. It's not. Underneath the earth is the underworld. So that means that the earth must be on some sort of flat plane. Not not a ball, right? We went over that in the Axis Mundi with the Maya. When the sun goes down, it goes down into the underworld and then it comes back up, right? That's how they saw it. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. Okay, I don't see why things cannot spin at different speeds, but all good. No need to argue. No, it's not about arguing. I'm just saying my point confidently. I understand what you're trying to say. I like to work with magnets. Oh my god, I can't speak. I need to drink some water. My throat is dry. With
Drink some
magnets,
water.
and you can adjust the spinning velocity depending on how much magnetic force you put in. I mean, okay, okay, maybe. I don't think it's a ball, but you know, could it be similar to a ball? Maybe. I just don't think it is, but you never know. The star house aligns them themselves straight every night. Earth sits still, stars rotate around the world. That's what I mean. Listen, that's what all the ancient culture said. The earth did not turn into a ball until the Greeks took over. That's when the earth all of a sudden turned into a ball. So check out the brother Yosef family on his New Life Tools YouTube channel. Okay, I'll screenshot that and I'll see if I can do that later. I believe it's both a flat plane and a ball. How is it that? How so?
I'll get some water.
I'm about to end in like 5 minutes anyway. It's okay. Oh, pass my meditation with the gong. So guys, I'm gonna show you this real quick because I got this right here. It's it's like a sort of like for meditation. I ding it with this thing and it makes a vibration. You know, it's made of 100% or like 99.99 something clear quartz. So it makes that noise. It's dope. I love it. Star observation is the key part in our culture. It really is. No, it really is. Singing bowl. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I didn't want to get a metal one because I'm not trying to play uh instruments made out of the fallen. But yes, it is a singing bowl. But yeah, star observation is a very key component in our culture, right? Despite what the Catholic Church has to say and whatever, like whatever they see. I've seen that bowl before is used for meditation. It is. It is. It has a 432 frequency as well. They only had those they had 440 and 432. Those were only two they had. But yeah, I got this one because of obviously I'm not trying to use like the metal and stuff like that. But the metal bowls they produce a pretty nice sound. I actually like them. But you know, trying to not to use them like that. Let me see. Earth is certainly opposite of what they taught us in school. I believe it's a plane with four corners. I'm along those lines too, right? Like I just don't nothing none of the old cultures thought it was a ball. As I said before, it didn't turn into a ball until the Catholic Church started to take over. So that kind of lets me know that one, they're trying to hide land. They're not trying to let you know how much land there really is. They're trying to say how little resources there are when there's a bunch of unused land that they literally don't let people on, just so they can squeeze people into these tight niches so that they can control people. Like that's what it is. Um, but a plane with four corners doesn't has roundness. Maybe it's a circle. Maybe it's a circle. Maybe it's a circle. No, wait. The church claimed the earth was flat. They actually killed people for saying uh that the Earth was a globe. But that okay, because I know what you mean. What am I trying to say here? I lost it, bro. 'Cause I haven't looked into that stuff in a very long time because I had a rebuttal to that, but I can't remember it, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. Earth can fit. I mean, a circle can fit into a square. Yeah, it can. The Greeks said the Earth was a globe. Did they? What am I thinking of, bro? I haven't looked at that stuff in years. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna stop embarrassing myself. I don't remember. Um, Revelation 1 said four corners of the earth, no ball. I mean, again, that's what I think, but some people aren't. They're not satisfied with that explanation. So I don't know. I can't remember, bro, but I think am I thinking of like the heliocentric model of them saying that everything revolved around the sun, right? Rather than everything revolves around the earth. That was what they pushed, right? Right? They say like the whole universe is all spinning like or they don't say the whole universe, say the solar system is spinning around the sun. But we're actually in the top half part, like the top quarter part, the top left part of the whole universe. And I'm like, how the hell do you guys know that? How do you know that? Did you guys explore and then find a brick wall? I'm confused. How did you come up with that conclusion? So I don't know, bro, but I don't think the Earth. I don't think it's a like. I just don't think it's a globe because, as I said, the stars look exactly the same. The stars look exactly the same. For at the speed that they say that we're spinning at, that would need to mean that everything else is spinning at a really fast speed. That's just, and what's keeping us all still? Gravity. That's what's keeping us keeping everything still. We're moving at that velocity, and gravity is just keeping us all still. You see, like people say, oh, atheists, that's their theories and stuff like that. To believe that the Earth is actually an unmovable plane is a lot more believable than to say that the Earth is moving at millions of miles per hour and so is everything else. That's a lot more far fetched. And what's keeping us situated on something that's moving millions of miles per hour is gravity. If I were to throw something up in the air at the speed of which they're saying that the Earth is moving at, that would not come down. If I threw something uh 80 miles 80 million miles per hour in the sky, is that coming back down? That's going up into space. So why am I staying here and the whole Earth is moving at like 80 something miles per hour, whatever they say? Like I don't. It's just this doesn't logically make sense, bro. It doesn't. But that's my opinion. The Book of Enoch says the sun and moon revolve around the Earth. I know, bro, but again, for some people, it's not enough. I don't know. I don't know. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 22. It is he that sitteth upon the circle, the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that's why I said circle. I knew what scripture I was referring to, but just to entertain entertain people's thoughts, I guess. Do you have the PDF of Book of Knowledge Keys Enoch? Of course I do. Just look up the PDF, you'll find it. It's on my channel. Magnetism is what keeps us in place. Gravity doesn't really exist how people think. Okay, fair enough. Magnetism is what keeps us. I mean, I guess that makes a little bit more sense, you know. But do magnets can they sustain that sort of velocity of moving at that speed? Have you been able to test that out? Is that even possible to test out? Like, do people even know what? millions. In fact, let me look that up. How fast is the Earth moving? Supposedly moving. It says that the planet is spinning at 1,070. Excuse me, 1,036 miles per hour. Right. Has anyone even been able to like to test that? Like they say that, but have they even seen what 1,000 miles per hour even looks like for them to even say that? There's another thing that they say about the Earth. They say how the Earth is billions of and something years old, but how are you able to test this? You don't even know what 1 million years looks like. You don't know what 1,000 years looks like. Like, I don't like that. Doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. How are you able to measure this?
They just be guessing.
It sounds like a big guess. NASA or Nasha in Hebrew means to beguile, to deceive. Yeah, I've run into that too before. The circle could be referring to the firmament. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, to the ozone layer or something like that. North Pole, South Pole, magnetic gravity poles. There's also the pole shift as well, right? That whole pole shift thing, which I definitely think is the truth. So that could be looked at too. Do you guys know the channel of Theory? Whoa, bro, it's getting late, bro. The light. Theoria, uh, Apophias. I think he is the best YouTube to explain how magnetism would work. But well, it's his theory. Okay, well, that's something to check out. That's something to check out. Short of 24 hours, the Earth spins on slip. Does it spin? Does it spin or does everything else spin around it? Either way, no one could prove it. Like no one could literally prove it. So how does that? How is my theory about the Earth being the center of the universe? How is that less credible than saying that the sun is the center of the solar system, but we're in one specific quadrant of the universe? Like, how is my theory less credible? Why? Go look at the UN flag. Yes, the UN flag. They know what what the Earth looks like pretty much. But then again, they also have their theory on where the middle of the Earth is. Yep, true. No one can prove it. You literally need a rocket to check it yourself. Yeah. Even if you had a rocket, you can't scour the whole universe and measure it to know where's the center, right? You don't know. If you want to know what the Earth looks like, okay, yeah, you would need a rocket, right? Wait, are we supposed to believe in the UN now? I don't believe anything from those. Yeah, well, that's a good point. That's a good point. We shouldn't necessarily we shouldn't nitpick things and, uh, try to take little things here and there from people that we were not supposed to be believing in anyway. Same thing with the Catholic Church. Even if they told me that the sky is blue, I will go outside and look. I can hear birds chirping. I can see the sun beaming through the beaming through the window. I would still go and check. I would still go and check. So that's a good point. The sun and moon represent the hour and minute hand on the clock. When they align it, it creates the eclipse because in the book of Enoch it says the sun and moon are the same size. Oh wow. See, they say that the sun and moon are not the same size, they're just at different distances. But they look the same damn size to me to me. I don't like
It says in Enoch they're the same size?
yeah. That's what he said, at least. I haven't read the whole book of Enoch to know. If it's a ball, how can gravity keep the water on? Oh, whoa, I'm sorry. Again, it's getting dark. If it's a ball, how can gravity keep the water under the earth on it? Under the earth? What do you mean under the earth? But either way, even if you meant on top of the earth, how can it? Now maybe he said that it's magnetism, right? I mean, I don't know. That's still what makes us magnets, right? Do we have some sort of charge that makes us magnetic to the earth? Like, and everything has different charges, and that's why certain things are heavier than others. I don't know. We prove every day that the earth isn't spinning because none of us go to sleep and wake up dizzy. Bro, I don't see how the earth is moving. The earth seems pretty stable, right? We freak out when there's an earthquake, but the earth is moving at 1,000 miles per hour. Again, I don't know what 1,000 miles per hour even looks like. I don't know what that looks like. That's pretty damn fast. Creator sits above, bird's eyes view, top of the turtle slash earth, looking down at all earth. If I had that view, I would say it looks like a damn turtle shell too. That's what the Mayan said. Is that a quote? Scripture says the sun's the greater light, though. So who knows? The greater light? Yeah, it could be the greater light, but it could be the same size, right? That could be the case. This is very fascinating. It would make sense. Aren't the ley lines like surrounding electromagnetic field? Hey, maybe it works that way. I'm just saying what that person's theory could be. I haven't watched his video, but I'm thinking about it. If he's saying that it's not gravity that keeps us on the earth, that it's magnetism, right? And I'm guessing he's gonna say that, well, all of us have different charges, right? And that's what makes us, we have different periodical charges, and that's what makes us heavier or lighter, right? Or less magnetic or more magnetic, right? So I don't know, and maybe that could be the case, but I don't know, bro. Something's not really adding up with that. The firmament is what's round. Okay, so is the firmament the ozone? Is that what it is? The Book of Enoch, chapter 78, verse 3. These are the two great lights. Their disk is like the disk of heaven, and in size the two are equal. Okay, thank you. I just find it interesting. You'll see the moon and the sun in the sky at the same time. Yeah, I don't think they're supposed to be in the sky at the same time, but that's where we're at right now for whatever reason. Sun and moons are the same size. They say the moon is the creator's watcher, timekeeper. The moon reflects, mirror the earth since the time it's been created. Sun is a star, moon is a star. I don't think so. I think the sun is the timekeeper, right? The moon, oh, they're both timekeepers, but they don't keep the same type of time. The moon, the time that she keeps is more like, how should I say this, bro? Like prophetical time. She's more like prophetical time. The sun keeps daily time, month, year, hour, minute, like that type of time. But the moon keeps more like world events, what's going to happen here and there, and things of that sort. Like the astronomical clock, right? That's what I think the moon represents. The firmament is a molten glass dome. Yeah, it's like the ozone, right? Is that what you're referring to? Because they talk about how they go into space and stuff like that, right? And they talk about how, you know, they had that whole thing where they went into space a few years ago, right? I covered it a little bit on my channel. Maybe they did, but did they get past the firmament? I don't think so, bro. Did they get past the ozone? I don't know about that. There is a Ra sun, then the Rona, the female moon, and then there's the Marama, the light side of moon within the ozone dome. Yeah, they got it, man. You got a lot of like information on this, the on astronomy and stuff, bro. They have that in the Pacifics for whatever reason. It's pretty cool. In the Simpsons movie, Homer is playing baseball and swings the bat at the ball, and the ball hits the firmament and cracks and breaks. Have the waters above come down. What? Yo. Yo, the Simpsons are crazy, bro. Are you kidding me? Really? Hold up. Nah, I gotta look that up. I have to look that up now. That just got me intrigued. Okay, so we're gonna watch this together, guys. Okay, 1 second.
I can watch.
Yeah, you could watch. Let me just make sure everything is set. All right.
It's the World Series, 2 out, bottom of the ninth. Yes, we're at the point where baseball becomes mildly interesting. And Homer Simpson, fresh off an anxiety dream about not studying for a high school test, coming to this dream and knock one out of the park. And who'd have thunk it? We're food too. And apparently I'm married to a pork chop and have drumstick children. How did that happen?
I just got that.
Relax.
Oh, never
The
mind.
pitcher, steroid Santa Claus, kicks and deals. It's a long fly ball going back. And the ball shatters the sky, bringing the ocean itself down into the stadium.
Nah.
Broke this dream's reality wide open. Groundskeepers are trying to put on the tarp, but it turned into a manta ray and stung them all. Now we'll be right back after this word from oxygen, which Homer.
Nah, that's actually crazy. Yo, they are so low key. They are so low key about everything, bro. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy, bro. But I'm gonna stop there, guys. I'm gonna I'm gonna get some sleep. Let me see. I'll read the last one. Yeah, bro. We broke our layer. Check out the ozone layer over New Zealand. We have gaping hole in our ozone. If I can see it on YouTube. The waters above literally came out, man. Wow. Okay, I don't see it. I believe the firmament is the ozone separates us from the celestial. Same, the firmament in the ocean separates and keeps the waters from mixing. Yeah, man, the firmament is a glass dome with the waters above. Well, it's probably not literally glass, but it's something of the sort, right? The Egyptians said it, the Mayans said everyone knows that the earth is some sort of flat plane with some sort of like dome or something of the sort covering it and separating it. Let me see. Genesis chapter 1, verse 7 through 9. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which are above the firmament. And it was so. Thank you for that, bro. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. So Simpsons, they know, bro. They know. That's about it, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. thank you for stopping by. It was a great conversation. It's great to come together and chill out. So we'll come together next week. I'm gonna release some more PDFs and stuff. I'm gonna work on some PDFs. So peace be with you.